Amanda Bean's Amazing Dream, a mathematical story. I am Amanda Bean, and I love math. I know all about counting. I am very good at it. I can count by ones, twos, fives, and tens. I can add up anything. The kids at school call me Bean Counter. Hey, what are you counting, Bean Counter? They yell. Anything and everything. I yell back, I just like to know how many. I count every day, even when I am on my way home from school. Now we are learning about multiplying. I understand many things about multiplying. I know that it is like adding lots of things quickly. This is good. I know about the multiplication sign. It means that things can come in groups or rows or columns. This is also good. Notice some groups and equal rows and columns in these images. We see multiplication in everyday life, even when we go to the bakery. Do you see any multiplication on these pages? What I do not know are the multiplication facts. My teacher says it is important to learn these. I am not so sure. I think I can just keep counting. I tell my teacher this. He agrees, but he says counting is a longer way to find the same answer. I think about this when I get home. I think about this as I eat a snack in our kitchen. I look at the tile countertop. The countertop, I say. I must count these tiles. I notice there are 12 columns of tiles. There are 12 tiles in each column. It is a long time before I count all 144 of them. I am Amanda Bean and I like to work quickly. Maybe multiplying would be faster. See any multiplication here? I walk to the library to check out a book. One bookcase has 7 shelves and 9 books on each shelf. I'm Amanda Bean and I count anything and everything. I start counting. I finally figure out that there are 63 books in the bookcase. I am happy to know this, but now the library is closing. It is too late for me to look for a book. Maybe I should learn to multiply. Maybe it would make counting easier. I am still thinking about this when I go to bed, but my mind just will not quit thinking about numbers. Once when I could not sleep, my mother told me to count sheep. I stayed awake all night counting them. The next morning I had 6,727 sheep in my head. I do not think counting sheep is for me. Tonight I will think about riding my bike. This is simple. There are only 2 wheels, 2 pedals, 1 seat, and 1 of me. I will imagine a quiet ride in the country, I whispered to myself. I can see the rolling hills, the big trees, and the green grass. This is relaxing, I say as I begin to nod off. I am pedaling away as quickly and quietly as I can back to the road. The sun is shining. A gentle breeze is brushing against my face. This is relaxing. Then I notice something. It looks like 8 bicycles with sheep on them. How many wheels is that? I wonder. I start counting, but the sheep whiz by so fast I cannot count all the bicycle wheels. Wait, I yell. I am Amanda Bean and I count anything and everything. I decide to follow them. I have to know how many wheels have rolled by me. Then I wonder, how many legs do those sheep have altogether? Now I really must catch up with those woolies on wheels. I really must know how many. I pump harder. I breathe harder. Up the hill they go, up the hill I go, around the bend they go, around the bend I go. The sheep stop at a barn and get off their bikes. I get off my bike too. I do not stop to count the wheels. I follow those sheep. They go into the barn. I go in too. They reach into the fleecy pockets. Each sheep pulls out 5 balls of beautiful yarn. Oh no, I cry out. Now I must count the yarn too. I am Amanda Bean and I count anything and everything. First it was wheels, then it was legs, now it is balls of yarn. I cannot believe my eyes at what I see next. 7 grandmas marching in with 2 knitting needles each. They take the yarn from the sheep and start knitting sweaters. This dream is getting too crazy. Now I must add knitting needles to my list of things to count. And each sweater has 2 arms. Should I count them too? Oh no. The grandmas start wrapping all the sweaters around me. Stop, I tell them. How can I count all the arms in the sweaters and all of the knitting needles and all of the balls of yarn and the sheep's legs and the bicycle wheels if I am all wrapped up? Multiply, bleat the sheep. Multiply, 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 chant the grandmas. Multiply, I ask. I am Amanda Bean and I count anything and everything, I say. Multiplying is counting, say the grandmas. It is just a fast way of counting. Yeah, agree the sheep. I wake up to find my mother wrapping me in her arms. I had an amazing dream, I say. It was a noisy dream, my mother says. Today I will start to learn the multiplication facts, I announce. They are important to know if you want to find out how many, and you need to know fast. My mother agrees. I'm Amanda Bean. I still love knowing many things, but now I multiply anything and everything, and I never count sheep. The end.